Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cheyann, so welcome to this video. In today's video, we are gonna talk about 10 things that you should do for somebody who has been diagnosed with cancer. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Number 1, meal prepping or a meal train. This is extremely helpful for somebody who is going through cancer. We already spend long days at the hospitals between appointments, scans, treatments, you name it. The last thing that your friend or family member will want to do is come home and cook every single night. So meal prepping and a meal train is extremely helpful because what you can do is you can make some of their favorite meals for them or some of the foods that they can eat depending on if they have an eating restriction. You can make those for them to where they can put it in the freezer, and when they get home or whenever they're hungry, they can pop it in the microwave or the oven and they're ready to go. They don't have to sit there for 30 minutes and slave over a meal because going through treatment, you're gonna be tired most of the time, and slaving over a meal is the last thing we wanna do. So that is number 1. Let's go into number 2. Number 2, treat them like they're a normal person. Don't treat them like they're sick. That is the last thing and probably one of the biggest pet peeves as a cancer patient. We hate getting treated like a cancer patient. We want to be treated as ourselves, as a normal person. We know that obviously we aren't normal right now and things aren't exactly the same, but we are still ourselves. We're still the person that you know and love. So just treat us normally, treat us the same, and just don't treat us like we're sick, please. Number 3, creating a care package. This is a really amazing way to show your friend or your family member that you're there for them, even if you don't really know what to do. When I was going through cancer, and even now going through cancer a second time, I get care packages and I absolutely love them. And some of the things that you can throw in a care package is blankets. Blankets are amazing. We get really cold, especially at treatment. It is always freezing cold in hospitals. So blankets are awesome to have for us during treatment, even at home when we're sitting on the couch. Socks, warm socks are awesome. Beanies, hand sanitizer, chewing gum, coloring books, even a book. Ask your friend what their favorite book is, what their favorite movies are. Just put together a little care package, and that will just help your friend or your family members see that, hey, they put this together, they're really here supporting me, and even the littlest things like hand sanitizer and a coloring book can bring the biggest smile to somebody who's going through it, and ultimately, that's what you want to do, is just bring a smile to their face. Number 4, offer to give them a ride to their appointments. It can be very, very stressful for not only a person going through cancer, but also for a caregiver to constantly be on the road, going to appointments. Most of the time, people are at the hospital once, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, if not more. So offer to give your friend or family member a ride and let that caregiver just have a break for a day, because the person going through cancer isn't the only person going through cancer. There's always going to be at least one person right next to them who is going to be deemed as their caregiver who does need a break as well. So when you do offer to give the person a ride to treatment, it will ultimately give the caregiver a break, and sometimes the person doesn't even have a caregiver. And when you offer to give your friend or family member a ride to an appointment, it just helps them feel like they're not alone, especially during this time during COVID. It's really tough because we are alone at appointments. So knowing that we have somebody who is in the car waiting for us or is just waiting for us outside, it means a lot. So offer to give your friend a ride, even if you have to wait for an hour or 2 hours. It means a lot to us, so let's move on. Number 5, visit us, whether we're at home or we're at the hospital. It's nice seeing a familiar face and a friendly face, especially at hospitals. Hospitals are pretty scary sometimes, they're extremely boring, and they can be really cold. And half the time you don't even know anybody. So it is nice when you do see a familiar face, you come and visit. You don't have to bring balloons or coffee or anything. Just bring yourself, because it's nice to just sit down and have a nice conversation with your friend and just feel normal. And that goes in with treating us like we're normal. Even if we're at home, come over to our house, sit down on the couch, watch a movie with us, watch a show with us, play dominoes if that's what you like to do. Just visit us, because that little bit of interaction, whether it's 5 minutes to 5 hours, that can really build up their spirits and just bring a little laughter and smile into their life and a little bit of light. Going through cancer is already a dark time, and your presence, literally just for 5 minutes, could be that light that they need for that day to feel like they can keep going, or to just give them that extra encouragement. So visit us. Don't leave us. And that goes into number 6. Don't ghost us. Stay in contact. Don't be that friend or family member who was around all the time, and then the moment something like cancer happens, you ghost us, you disappear. I get that cancer is really hard. It's hard for the person going through it, so I understand that it's probably hard for you to see your family member or your friend going through it. But the worst thing that you can do is remove yourself. That is really tough, because then it makes the person who's going through it feel like they did something wrong, or that they're not good enough to be your friend. So stay in contact, whether it's just a text message. If you have a hard time seeing us face to face, tell us that. Let us know. Be honest. But just stay in contact. Text us once a week. See how we're doing. You don't have to call us every single day. But again, stay in contact. See how we're doing. Don't ghost us. Number 7, go grocery shopping. When it comes to grocery shopping, this can actually be a dangerous time for somebody who is going through cancer and going through treatment. And that's because our immune system is already shot. Chemotherapy will destroy all good and bad cells, because that's what it's supposed to do. Destroy cancer, aka bad cells, but it's also going to destroy your good cells, like your immune system. So going to grocery stores, touching things, that can be a risk for somebody going through treatment. So instead of having us go out there, why don't you offer to grocery shop or have groceries delivered? I know Walmart has the Walmart pickup. You can always reach out to your friend or family member and ask, like, hey, I'm going to Costco, I'm going to Walmart. Is there anything that I can get you so you don't have to go out? Or if that person has a caregiver, you can always reach out to the caregiver too, just to give them that little bit of a break so they don't have to get in the car, go to the grocery store, and deal with all of that. So that's just a simple way to really just relieve some pressure and stress and help out your family member or your friend who is going through treatment. So let's move on to number 8. Number 8, ask to pray for them or to pray with them. Prayer is a very powerful thing no matter what you are going through, but when it comes to cancer, I have personally noticed that for me, prayer has been absolutely amazing, and I love when people would reach out to pray for me or would even pray with me. It can really lift up your spirit, and it can make you feel like you have an army around you, beside you, in front of you, and everywhere just to support you and uplift you. So that's just a really good way and a simple way to help your friend or family member know that you're here with them, you're supporting them, and just an easy way to help uplift them. Number 9, don't always ask us about cancer. Talk to us about other things that aren't related to cancer. I know that you probably want to know everything that is going on, and that is completely okay. But it is refreshing when you do talk to us about other things that aren't just always related to cancer. We're going through cancer 24/7. This is our reality. So it is nice for us to get a break from just talking about cancer or living cancer realm life just for a minute. So instead of always talking about cancer, talk about a next trip you guys want to take on or a movie you want to go see. Talk about anything that you guys enjoy to do, but just let's not always talk about cancer, and let's give them just a little break from cancer world. And last but not least, number 10, helping out with kids and pets. Kids and pets get very overlooked when it comes to cancer world. A lot of people who do have children and are going through treatment, they have to not only focus on themselves and getting better, but they have to also focus on their kids, making sure they're taken care of. And if there is a caregiver in the mix and in the picture, that caregiver is focusing on taking care of themselves, taking care of their spouse or family member or friend or whatever who is going through treatment, and they're taking care of the kids. So there is a lot of stress going on. So offering to take the children or child for a day, a few hours, for a night, the weekend, whatever, that can give the parents just a break so they can just really relax, recoup, and just have a few hours or a day or a weekend to themselves to just really focus on recovering and healing. It will also give the kids a break so they can just be kids and have fun and not be stressed out by what's going on in their world. And now if the person doesn't have kids and they have a dog or a cat, offer to take their dog for a walk once or twice a week. Offer to come over and play with their cat or clean the litter box. There's so many little things that you can do when it comes to cancer world and somebody who's been diagnosed. So I hope these are just a few things that can give you ideas on what you can do to make somebody's life a little bit easier and bring a little bit more joy to their life if they are going through cancer. That is gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are going through cancer or you have battled cancer, leave a comment down below and let me know what is something that somebody did for you that really helped you out during your battle with cancer. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss another video with me again. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!